Kids. It is so good to be with you this morning. I thought I'd try to get a little bit more of routine maybe back in our lives. And so we are going to try our best to have a brief FP Kids devotion each week on Tuesdays, where we usually meet at Forest Oaks Elementary. And I'm so glad to be with some of our Chelsea Park and Mount Laurel friends too. So let me tell you a little about those of you that don't know about FP Kids. What we do is for the whole year we focus on what Jesus said. And in that time, we focus on a verse a month, and we read it, we see it, we live it, and we tell it. So this is what we're going to do this morning. Let's look at the verse of this month. For as Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the huge fish, so the Son of Man will be 3 days and 3 nights in the heart of the earth. Matthew 12:40. What Jesus said challenges us to think differently. And if we hold and value what Jesus said, it will change us. It's going to change the way that people even see us and how we see things. You know, this past month we've been talking about Jonah and how he preached in Nineveh, and even how it took a miracle for him to even get there. But Jonah did preach, and he preached a message that wasn't a very good one. It was about how people were turning from God and doing evil things. And Jonah was telling them to turn back to God. And you know, they could have made fun of him. They could have even killed him, but they didn't. They turned to God because Jonah brought that message of hope to them. You know, we're going to go over 5 examples of how we can live for Jesus. Let's look at the first example. You know, we talk about a school example, and we're not in school right now, but I want you to think about it when we go back to school. Just think about this. Do you think that God can use you to reach your school? I think he can. Did you know that he's used FP Kids to reach over 10,000 students to come to know Jesus? Do you think he can do that at your school? You know, right now we're on the internet a lot, you know, both kids and parents, and we can be exposed to thousands of different ideas and messages about life, about relationships, you know, about God. And all year we've been talking about what Jesus said and what it is that we should believe. Think about this. Why should we believe the word of Jesus more than what we find on the internet? Talk about these things with your parents. Okay, let's look at the friends example now. Jesus taught us that we need to show compassion to others because he showed compassion to us. Let's think about your close friends. Do they see a difference in your life, in the way you react to situations, the way that you talk to your parents or teachers? Do they see how Jesus truly changed your life? Do they see that you hold grudges or you get mad real easily? Or do they see something different? Your belief in Jesus has actually changed your heart. Have they seen that? Now let's talk about the family example. What are some ways that your parents have passed on what they believe to you? Or even grandparents, aunts, uncles, older siblings. What are some ways that they have passed on examples of following Jesus to you? Talk about that with them right now. Okay, now let's talk about the field example. A lot of you may play some type of sport. Well, not right now because they're kind of postponed for now, but you know, when you play softball, soccer, baseball, whether you're in horse shows, dance, whatever you're in, where you have a group of people with you, do they see a difference in you, the way that you play or the way that you compete? How do they see Jesus in you when you do that? Can they tell that you're a believer, that you're a follower of him, the way that you present yourself in a competitive way? Thanks so much for hanging out with us this morning. I miss you so much. I know your FP Kids, your schools miss you, But know this, guys, we're going to get through this. It may take a little while, but we're going to get through it, and we're going to come out stronger and better than ever. It's a great time, y'all, to be able to spend time in God's Word, to spend time with Him, to focus on Him. I want to challenge you to start reading, if you haven't already, even read it again. Start reading the book of John, and just read it and read it and read it and see what God has for us. Y'all have fun. You have a great day. And we're going to leave you with this song and just have fun with it. And we'll see you next week. Bye.
I was lost with a broken heart. You picked me up, now I'm set apart. From the ash I am born again, forever safe in the Savior's hands. You are more than my words could say. I'll follow you, Lord, for all my days. Fix my eyes, following your ways. Forever free and unending grace. 'Cause you are my freedom. We lift you higher, we lift you higher. Your love, never ending. Oh, oh, oh. You are the love in us, nothing can take your place. You are all we need, your love has set us free. Oh, oh. Let your love be the shining light, breaking chains that were holding me. You sent your son down and set me free. Everything of this world will fade. I'm pressing on.